evening, everybody. Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, this super cool nerd show. Thank you for joining us out there in the super cool nerd nation. And it is the 1st of October. It is officially Spoopy Month.
Spooky, scary, spooky, scary. We taught our nephew to sing that song.
Did I miss a rehearsal or something? What the hell was that?
That's the spooky song, Jason.
That is October's theme song. Get it together.
Are you talk clapping me right now?
Dude,
I am.
Important.
Exactly.
Anyway.
This is iconic. The iconic spooky song.
I would beg to differ, but anyway. But this is a monumentous occasion because down there, in that corner down there, look who's over there. It's Bryce. He's back. My robot army. That nefarious, horrible, murderous robots. I have no idea who came up with those. But you know what? They're not as good as the original. Welcome back, brother. Don't worry about that whole spill. Don't worry about that.
This artificial life form is glad to be in your presence tonight. I'm looking for shins to embrace and break.
Crap, I missed one. Execute order 5927. Anyway, hey, great to see everybody this week over there. That is Cora.
Hello.
Their light up kitty ears and stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh God, don't Down there, it's Cass and Cat.
What's up?
What up? And of course, the man that we've been missing. Good to have you back, though, brother. So anyway,
Thank you.
It's been actually a pretty good news week this week. I not just bleak, and unless you watch the debates on Tuesday, but everything's been pretty good.
Other than that, yeah.
In specifically nerd news, it has been a good week.
Yeah, specifically.
I think I can say that, and it's true.
Also, Joe Biden saying something that I've wanted to say for years.
Well, you just shut up, man.
Several things. Oh, that was beautiful. Anyway, what have you guys been up to this week? What's been occupying your time?
Well, I actually downloaded this new game called Genshin Impact that has been really, really popular to the point that... Huh?
You talked about that one on the show.
Did I?
Yeah, last week.
I do not remember. It's been a week. Either way, I did download the game and play it since it was available on PlayStation also for free. And honestly, it's pretty decent for a free-to-play game. There is a gacha system, but you don't have to invest your actual money into it to be able to use the gacha system. So I'm not as upset because it also doesn't take nearly as long to get the coins or whatever it is for that system as it does in other games like Love Live or something. You can obviously spend real money, but you don't actually have to. There is actually a story with it. The visuals are very reminiscent of Breath of the Wild. Its gameplay is a little different. It's not something I see myself becoming obsessed with, but it is definitely something that's really nice if you just want to waste time. And if you download it on your computer, then you can also play it on your phone, that same account on your phone. So you can switch between the two. Unfortunately, if you play on console, you're kind of stuck with that. You can't transfer that to your phone. But
I actually am trying PlayStation's answer to Xbox Game Pass, whatever their thing is right now. I tried actually streaming the game. I was streaming Ninja Gaiden, and I don't know. It stalls sometimes, and I have a gig connection going up and down, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's more Ninja Gaiden just is not as good as I remember it to be, so but I have yet to really get into it. It seems okay. The library is pretty good. They do have a trial month, so I would definitely recommend it for a trial month. I'm gonna play a whole bunch of games that are. It's good because there's a bunch that are not available at all, like Ninja Gaiden. I can't buy a hard copy of that, so I'm giving it a shot. I'll let you guys know.
We have that, so we could play God of War too. from like way back in the day.
We also had trouble streaming, though, if I remember correctly.
No, we just weren't.
Well, you've been using Xbox's version of Xbox's Game Pass. Are you doing a streaming?
Xbox's version of Game Pass?
I'm
I
sorry.
do use Xbox's version of
I
Pass.
meant Game Pass by Xbox. Hi, we're PlayStation and playing catch up. But do you do any streaming off of it, or do you download everything?
I download everything. There was one game that it wouldn't let me download. Ori and the Blind Forest 2. I don't remember what it was called. And
Will o'
it
the Wisp.
also had issues streaming. Yeah, Ori and the Will o' the Wisp. It had issues streaming as well. For the most part, Game Pass is an amazing system. It's not the right word. Service, I guess.
Yeah, I'm.
We didn't have any trouble with God of War 2 recently on PlayStations. Because that's PS Now or something.
Yeah, play.
Yeah, we didn't have trouble
Plus
with God
Now.
of War 2. I tried it when it was a brand new service like a year and a half ago.
That's
and
the same
it
value.
gave me issues back then. Seems more or less to work okay now. I mean, it's not hard graphics for it to stream, really. So far, so good.
What about you, Bryson? What you been up to this week?
I have been contemplating my ethics programming, and I've also been staring for hours on end at all the art I can find of the Vision and Jocasta from the Avengers.
Oh, did you see that Jocasta is getting her own action figure finally?
Yes, I did. And I hope that when they make my likeness in robot action figure form, that they can get it almost as good as Jocasta's, because Jocasta looks great.
The one that I'm most excited about from that assortment that we're talking about is Firestar. Finally. We're finally getting a Firestar. I can finally do Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
It's long overdue, and now I can sing the theme song to a complete group.
Was there actually a Firestar? We'll have to go over that.
Was that your dream? Was that your goal?
I mean,
it should
isn't
be
it every robot's dream? Isn't it every robot's dream to sing to a red, scarlet-haired action figure?
Old 80s anime or old 80s theme songs?
Absolutely.
Oh,
I do
exactly.
have to say, these robot jokes would be, I think, a lot funnier if it looked like you had any sort of iris right now, Bryce. It's just a black hole in your eyeball, and it's just freaking me out
Made
just a
mistake
little
again.
bit.
Jeez.
Just not quite enough human.
I'm never going to get this right. God, I'm just trying to make the perfect robot.
I can try to be human. I can only try to look human, but I'll never quite reach that goal. I'm doing the best.
Not with that attitude.
Reduce introspective programming by 20%.
Seriously.
No. Okay. All right. We had fun.
We actually, Kat and I got the spooky season off to an early start, I guess. Been watching some Japanese horror. I watched the original Japanese version of The Ring, and we also watched the new movie Invisible Man with Elizabeth Moss, which was
Okay.
it was okay.
The
Like,
one
it was
that
good.
The one that was in theaters recently.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's on HBO Max right now. It's pretty good. Some of the twists are really interesting. Some of them kind of not as much. I didn't think they pulled off the ending quite right, but for the most part, yeah, it was scary. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Hey, Kat, I really enjoyed that movie, and I thought it was cold and calculating, just like my plan to kill most humans.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's the most, like, not all humans. Hashtag not all humans. Like,
I shared a trailer for a horror movie on the SCNS Live Facebook page today. What'd you think of that? Or, yeah, I shared it on the Facebook page and in our messenger group. What'd you think of the puppet horror show?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
What?
Nope. Do not like it. Mm. I don't even want to see that, and I'm super stoked about horror most of the time.
I loved it. I love that it reminded me of the Muppets Meet the Evil Dead.
That is a very
That is-
apt description.
That is
Yeah,
a horrible description. That is the worst.
that is
I-
very
I-
accurate.
I was looking at this trailer like, this is so weird. I want to see this.
I did not necessarily feel the same way.
It's,
For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, it's called Frank and Zed. Go look up that trailer. It's really, really creepy.
or just conveniently go to the SCNS Live Facebook page.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Or do that, yes.
We got.
But
I love
mostly
it. It reminds me a little bit of Brain Dead, Dead Alive.
I don't like drool on puppet monsters either. That just looks weird. Because they're made
Oh,
of
that's the thing that looks weird.
they're made of foam and stuff. That's just soaking in there, and that's gotta be gross.
It was the
the
jaw breaking that I didn't like.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The blood on the puppets was not the deterring factor. It was the saliva. Got it. That's the thing that upsets you.
Yeah, that's what gets me. All right. Let's go ahead, kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news. So, in a happy bit of news, now it's going to be over a year before we get another Marvel cinematic movie. But there is still hope on the horizon, folks. Falcon and Winter Soldier has started filming again. WandaVision is coming out in just a few months. And also, we learned that we are getting a Miss Marvel television series coming to Disney+. But now, we know who that actress will be. This is a relatively new actress on the scene. I can't think of her name right now. I messed up again. But this will be a series on. I know, yeah. Shut up. I messed up here. Got to do everything else for everybody else. But
Blame us.
yeah, I do a lot. Anyway, I hate my life. I have the image up, and yet I don't have. I don't have my notes. I closed out my page because I was looking for an image for somebody else.
I would help you.
Hang
but
on.
I didn't
Okay,
say
here it
anything.
is.
Want
I
to
didn't
know,
say
Jason?
anything to the
Relatively
back.
new coming actress. Her name is Iman Vellani. She is a Canadian actress. Hasn't really done anything, but she will be portraying Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, in the upcoming Disney Plus series. Now, just in case you didn't know, Kamala Khan is the first Muslim character in comics to carry her own title. This will also make her the first Muslim character from the Disney universe to carry her own television show. And I couldn't be happier about this. Like I said, she is a relatively new actress. She's only like 18 years old. So we're going to have her for a while. No word from Brie Larson, although today is her birthday. She turned 31, of her welcoming her into the universe. I certainly hope that we get Brie for this series to properly bring the character into the MCU. But yeah, this is going to be great. If you have not seen Kamala Khan introduced, I think she's been on the scene for about 6 years now, but it's pretty much taken the comics universe by storm. She's a great character, hilarious. She's been depicted in video games, a couple times in a couple television shows, but she's one of my favorite character additions to the Marvel universe. And this is great. I couldn't be happier. Welcome to the family. What do you guys think?
I did see that Mark Ruffalo welcomed her to the MCU.
They better start.
I'm
I think it's
excited.
great.
I don't actually know much about this character. Don't follow Marvel comics very much, but I'm excited to see new blood and a different perspective.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, she doesn't have a nobody even has they say she is either 18 or 19. That's how vague it is on this actress. Like she didn't have a social media page or anything until they announced her coming to the role. So yeah, this is them taking a huge risk. I mean, but Marvel has done that. They've done that with directors for movies, writers. The writer for Guardians of the Galaxy, she hadn't done much when she started working with what's his name? I say what's his name? James Gunn. Forget him. Let's talk about her. But yeah, I I like this. It's kind of like another Tom Holland being brought. Tom didn't do a lot of stuff before he got on as Spider-Man, right?
Yeah. Not a whole lot, no.
Yeah. She's done it even less, but hey, she did something to nail this role in the audition. So
I'm excited for her.
Disney wouldn't just say sure for anybody. She did something amazing to get this. So
Well, I'm pretty sure the
Probably,
essay
yeah.
that she wrote in the essay writing contest was really good. I mean, I turned in one to try to win this part, but I guess it wasn't good enough.
I wonder what the deciding factor was. You not getting the role of Miss Marvel. I'm sorry, Bryce.
Definitely his writing skills.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, he's too tall. He's way
Hey.
too tall.
Hey, they have ways of changing your height.
Oh, like Anthony Starr from The Boys. Oh my God. Did y'all see what he does to be taller than the other actors?
Heels.
Yeah.
No, them platform heels.
I said heels.
But
That's what they
they're
do
like
with Tom
70s
Cruise.
boots though.
That's what
Yeah.
they do with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
That's what they did with Robert Downey Jr.
Because he's too short.
I
Too
like that
little.
He insisted on them being heels. That's funny to me.
I like that.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to have heels. I want heels. Make them fabulous.
Okay.
So anyway, welcome him on to the universe. Can't wait to see what she does. No date has been announced for the role, but we do have Jasit Williams and Sagar Saki who are joining in supporting roles. So of course we're going to have a predominantly Muslim cast. This is her family. Oh, I can't wait. Just think about some of the comics I've read with Miss Marvel. I can't wait. Her mom. Her mom needs to be awesome. Because she's one of my favorite supporting characters. Anyway, so Cora, what have you got this week?
Ooh, where to start? Shall we start with, well, since we're on like TV stuff,
Okay.
we got a new visual for The World Ends With You. As you can see here. It's here, right?
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
Oh, okay. Yes. So it is keeping with the original art style, a little bit more stylized for the anime to make it work a little bit better. But needless to say, still very excited. They've added more to the voice cast, so we have more of the supporting role characters with their voice actors. And again, confirmed that the original composer for the series, Takeharu Ishimoto, will be returning to compose the game's music. Or for the game's music, the music for the anime. He's already stated that the music will be a little different than it was in the game, considering it is for an anime, not a video game, and it is set in a different time period than the original game was. So he's keeping all of those factors in mind while composing the music. I'm still very excited.
I don't know much about this one. I know that image is kind of messy, so I had to make it big so everyone could see all the great detail on there. He disappeared.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and that kind of jives with the feeling of The World Ends With You. So,
Well, that's good. If the art style doesn't accurately depict the feeling, then that you run into issues. Quite a few issues.
So this is going to premiere worldwide in 2021 through Funimation?
yes, that is correct. If anyone is curious about the game, I do believe it is available on the Nintendo eShop. I'll double check that, but I do believe it is. If not, it is very easy to find at your local used game store,
Just
which
not
are
GameStop.
usually... Huh?
Just not GameStop.
I mean, it's possible that it's still at GameStop because they do have games for the original DS and 3DS alike. But
I have Venom for that company right now. I can't say it.
I know, but not your story. If they can only get to a GameStop, it's still valid. So go to your local GameStop, or if you have the option for a specific store that sells used games, you can go there and find a copy as well. I highly recommend it. It's really fun and really interesting.
You actually played this one?
I started playing it, yes.
Oh. How far are you in?
Not very far, but I'm loving every second of it.
Okay. Let me know how it turns out. I might actually get it.
I mean, when I finish it, you're more than welcome to borrow it.
That works too.
As long as
That's
you
right.
have your DS.
Oh crap! No. Oh well, I got my kids.
Did you blow it
DSs.
up?
No, I got my kids' DSs.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so they don't use them. They're like, I got to switch now.
Yeah, seriously.
Ungrateful urchins. Anyway, Cass, what have you guys got? Cass, what have you guys got for us? Since y'all are both on the same screen.
For television, speaking of it being the spooky season, there is a new Hulu show that is an 8-episode anthology called Monsterland. These are some of the people that are going to be in some of the different episodes. Mike Coulter, aka Luke Cage,
Ooh.
Kelly Marie Tran from Star Wars, Taylor Schilling from Orange is the New Black, Nicole Bahari from Sleepy Hollow, and Caitlin Dever, who she was in Booksmart, and she is also currently rumored to be playing Ellie in The Last of Us movie adaptation. So that might be where you know her from. She's very, very talented. These are they're all in different episodes. I watched the trailer today. It looks like it's seriously going into horror. Instead of a lot of TV shows kind of dip their toes in the water, this is not doing that. This looks very, very scary. It's going to be really exciting. And the best part about it is it comes out tomorrow, October 2nd on Hulu.
I'm glad
So-
you reminded me because I saw they had a page up for it and I was like, ooh, this looks good. And I wanted to watch it. And it was only the trailer and I got mad.
It looks
That's cool. That's a trailer. Where's episode 1? Comes out October. Son of a, like I wanted to throw something. It looks good though.
in the trailer, there's a monologue about basically us all having monsters inside of us. And for an anthology TV show, like, that's a good one. That's a good way to scare me.
I'm in. I mean, anthology stuff is real popular right now, especially like with Twilight Zone and stuff like that. So I'm in for it. I'll watch it tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait a minute. It's Hulu.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Looks
it's going to
fun.
be on like right now for us since we're in a weird time zone. I have to check out.
I mean,
the
everyone's the Twilight Zone right now. Like Bob's Burgers is the Twilight Zone right now. It's like, imagine a world where people saw each other. That's it. Anyway, I'm Rod Serling. Like, every episode of every TV show is like that now.
Definitely. I'm actually excited for that series. Cool.
Yeah.
Kat, got anything you want to interject
it's gonna
with your
be-
Donkey Kong shirt? I can hear the theme song now.
Yeah. So speaking of horror series, what about it? It's Donkey
No, I
Kong.
like your shirt.
Somewhere Mario's at the bottom. Thank you.
As you should.
So speaking of horror series or horror related, I guess, Netflix has announced that they have a Resident Evil CG anime series coming in 2021. It's called Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. Iconic Claire Redfield and what's his name? Leon Kennedy are the two of the main characters. There's a teaser for it. I think you can find it on Netflix and YouTube, I imagine. What is his name? Hiroyuki Kobayashi, who does a lot with Resident Evil anyway, is producing and supervising it. So it might be good. It might not. We'll see.
I feel like that's with most Resident Evils too.
Yeah, they're kind of hit or miss. Let's face it. That last movie where they're doing like that weird gun battle that people keep making fun of.
Yeah.
The guns don't run out of bullets. I know both of those weapons, and they do not hold that many bullets. But
They have always had trouble with magazine capacity, which is funny to me because you guys make a game with the guns with limited ammo.
A survival. Yeah.
It's not that different on screen.
Well, maybe if they
like
provide
you run out
more-
of bullets. When you run out of bullets, it tells me it's probably an editing problem, which means the storyboards weren't set up right.
well, maybe if they had a better story and plot, I wouldn't focus on things like magazine capacity.
Yes.
I don't have time to nitpick when you give me a good product. I'm just saying, I love Resident Evil. Some of them movies ain't so good. Actually, a lot of
You
those
know when I
live
don't
action-
care about magazine capacity was in Mad Max. You know why? Because there's a lot of other stuff going on, and yet I'm sure they probably got it
There are
right.
cuts in that movie where you can assume they reloaded when they weren't on screen. You know,
Exactly. Like, and there's just so much else going on. That,
Well,
like,
they
you know,
made a plot point a few times about reloading, or handing off guns, or handing new guns.
Yeah.
They made ammo a plot point. I haven't gone back and counted bullets, but
Yeah,
it seems
it
accurate.
could have been easily forgiven because we were engrossed in other things like a good story and good visuals. So
characters and other
That's the
stuff.
thing that's kind of scary. They put out a teaser, but we don't know anything about the bad guys. We can assume that they're zombie bad guys and also something else.
Umbrella
Probably.
Corporation, it's-
Well, there's a monstrosity, like horror, I'm guessing, kind of vaguely eldritch looking thing. I haven't seen the teaser yet, but also, like, Resident Evil tends to lean pretty heavily on there being human corruption in the background somewhere. And no idea. We'll see. It's not supposed to be out till next year.
as is everything. But I'll wait for it. I like Resident Evil. All right,
Yeah.
Bryce, it's been a bit. What you got for us this week?
Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and go to Technor,
Oh no, I've created
and
a
we'll go
monster.
ahead and take care of
Bryce,
Sarah.
initiate news segment 0023. I gotta get these commands down. Damn it. Stop doing this. Okay.
Okay, I think I can initiate that starting now. Picard.
Yes.
If you like Picard, which I do, it's coming to Blu-ray on October the 6th. That's this week. We're going to get on the Blu-ray deleted scenes and a gag reel. So we're going to get to see Jonathan and Marina and Brent and Patrick giggling. Who doesn't want that?
I actually want that a lot.
Yeah, me too. So that'll be fun. Now, reading about Picard season 2, Jonathan Frakes has said that we are going to hopefully start filming in January. And I, for one, am looking forward to watching season 1 again on Blu-ray. Of course, we're going to get Star Trek Disco in about 2 more weeks. So,
Hey,
Yay.
so season 3 starts in a couple weeks, and I don't know about you guys, but I sure am enjoying Lower Decks.
Yes. I love it. I love Lower Decks. It's like that thing, but that it's giving me just a little bit of Star Trek before Discovery comes back, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
can I ask about
Yeah.
Picard? Are they just making it with Sir Patrick Stewart like Bubble Boy? Or like, what are they do? I'm just very concerned. I thought they were keeping him in a box with air holes just until everything, like, I know he's very healthy, but like, just please put him in a bubble.
Yes, cast actors thrive in a box with air holes, don't they? Don't they love that? That's enough. You don't need anything mental.
They did
Yeah,
Or...
no, it's fine.
They haven't resumed filming. He was saying they are going back to it. So
No, I
Yeah.
know, but like, just be
Well, you know,
careful.
He's on the vineyard. He's he's doing a sonnet every day to keep us calm and soothed.
He is.
I'm sure that Starfleet headquarters is doing their best to keep him on the even
Okay.
keel.
Okay, good.
I'm going to be quite honest here. Most of the people that are returning from Next Generation are all kind of in that risk category. So please let's not wipe out everyone from a beloved Star Trek series trying to film another one.
Absolutely.
I mean, this I'm not even joking here. I'm saying it more like, please, just a suggestion,
Well, if they could just use
Humble
that
request.
4th century technology and, erect a force field around each of them.
I'd take that technology right now just when I go outside. So
That'd be good.
Done and done.
And I just want to say, I love Lower Decks for all its nerd knowledge and all of its callbacks to, Next Gen and original series. It's and Deep Space Nine. I mean, you've got all kinds of wonderful nuggets of comedy there that I didn't expect this show to have. Actually, it's better than I thought it would be.
No, what Lower Decks is every weird tangent that Star Trek fans have gone off on over the many years of its history brought to life in animated form. When we question, what would a transporter do if it did blank or some crap like that? Or I don't even want to get into the holodeck stuff. God, they do not stop with the holodeck stuff. So yes, this is every weird conversation that Star Trek fans have had brought to life, and I appreciate it. I do.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
But all right, getting back into the news. So I hope you're a fan of this series because I am. Conan is coming to Netflix. They are developing a Conan series for Netflix. I don't know what happened, but 2 years ago, this was supposed to be going to Amazon Prime as a new live action series. And I was waiting and waiting. I actually talked about it on the show, but then all of a sudden it just got signed to the rights went from Conan Properties International, which is the actual company that holds the property to Conan. And it's gone to Netflix, and it will still be a live action show now in development. The contract is also allowing them to make films and animated Conan. So they've got the full shebang. It's kind of like when Hasbro bought out Power Rangers.
Now, to clarify for the audience, you mean Conan the Barbarian?
Oh yeah, it's not going to be Conan doing a late night show on Netflix, but yeah. No word if Jason Momoa or Arnold Schwarzenegger will be coming back for the role, but yeah, it just kind of changed all of a sudden. I was pretty sure that Amazon was going to pull this off because they produce all kinds of crap. So I was like, all right, Conan, bring it. I'll watch it. I like Conan. But then just out of the blue, Netflix now has the rights to it. So, okay.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who they cast. If John Cena is going to be busy with his spinoff from Suicide Squad and whatnot, I wonder who's going to be in the role. Will they consider Carrot Top? Because I hear he's in there.
No. I
He's
like
buff.
Conan.
He's buff. I've seen him.
They brought him back in the comics. I'm happy. So yeah, I want Conan the Barbarian. Is there anywhere James Earl Jones will come back? That's the real thing right there.
Or just the obvious Conan O'Brien.
As
Oh,
Conan.
there we go.
Conan
Now
is
that's a
fine
movie I would
amazing.
watch.
He's like, actually,
I mean, honestly,
you guys are invaders. Huh?
I'm
Look at my
surprised they didn't
hair.
do more with the Jason Momoa one because I actually thought it was passable. I like that movie. So, but okay.
Didn't watch it.
I-
Never seen it.
Have you seen any of the Conan movies? I recently
No.
rewatched the first Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and boy, they limited how much he talked, and that was probably to the success of this movie.
I remember watching, I think it was a TV show for Conan when I was a kid.
Mhm.
It was a cartoon. Oh, was there a live action or the cartoon?
I think it was the live action because all I remember is like half naked man fighting shit in a very medieval setting.
That could be any series. So.
Isn't that there's a guy, Xena?
Yeah, like
That was
I
Conan.
watched Xena, but then
That
there was
Conan?
like,
Yeah.
was it Conan? The
Hercules?
one that was like the guy Xena?
Herc-
Wait,
no,
Hercules!
Kevin
Hercules.
something. Kevin Sorbo?
Yeah, before he got
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
That
so it
wasn't
was
Conan, that
Hercules.
was Hercules. Okay,
Oh,
never
no,
mind.
They need to bring Grace Jones back for this. Grace Jones was awesome. I love just her
Yes,
scene
he
when
was.
when the girl was like, "How do you get a man? You take him."
fair.
That was the best. She like looked at her like, you take him. Grace Jones needs to come back. Like she could be like the queen now or something. I like Grace Jones. So anyway. All right, Cora, go ahead. What have you got next?
Hey, Cora,
All
just
right.
one thing. You might have seen Mark Singer as Beastmaster.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Actually, I think it was Beastmaster because it was like he had like a loincloth, but he also had like a vest or something. I
think
don't
that's
remember
Beastmaster.
much.
Yeah.
I was like 7 or something.
He was a bit more
Beastmaster was
modest.
cool,
He
too.
wore the
know.
vest.
There was a lot of commercials for half-naked men in my youth, and I don't know why. It was the 90s. No one knows what was happening.
Yeah, it wasn't too much better on the girls' side. I'm just gonna put it out there. So,
You know what, though? Just real quick, Xena wore more clothes than he did, so...
Xena will always be Gabrielle. Love them
Delicious.
shit.
Anyways. It's not a TV show, but it is in the vein of movies, so close enough. Lupin the Third, the first, the dub movie will be playing in theaters via Fathom Events on October 18th and October 21st. I don't have times. That will depend on your local theater if you are feeling up to going to the movie theater for that. If not, do know that the movie will be released domestically before the year is out. We don't have a direct date yet, but they did confirm it will be before the year is over. We also got a look at the English cast. So we have who is playing who. We have Tony Oliver as Lupin III. We have Richard Epcar as Jigen. We have Lex Lang as Goemon. We have Michelle Ruff as Fujiko. Doug... Oh god, I'm going to ruin your name, sir. I'm so sorry. Airholtz? We're going to go with that as Zenigata. Laurie Himes as Letitia. J. David Brimmer as Lambert. And Paul Goit as Geralt. Gerald, something like that.
Every time I see images for this movie, I just get more and more excited for it. That is definitely Fujiko and Gramps back there in the hat. Is that Jigen without his hat on? I don't know.
Yes, because
Jigen?
Lupin
Okay.
stole. That's the scene I've been trying to find to show people because it's one of my favorite things. He literally stole his hat and threw it like a frisbee into the tunnel that he's like positioning his little wrist pulley into to show that there are lasers everywhere, so that he can do the flashy thing of get zipped along and dodge
okay.
everything.
So apparently this is coming out to theaters October 18th.
Yes.
Ooh.
October 18th and October 21st.
Well, that's going to be the original version with English subtitles. Oh, okay. I see. So it's another Fathom event. They do a lot of the anime and everything.
And there will probably be screenings that are also the English dub because they did the same thing with Promare, where they had the English dub and they had the Japanese with English subtitles.
They got to stop doing things risking me going to the theater. I really want to see this.
Well, again, as long as you can wait a couple more months, it will be out in the States. Like, you can buy it.
I know, but
so you can have a hard copy.
But I can't.
I know, it's real hard, and I also am very impatient, but I am willing to wait for this because I know that it is going to be worth the wait.
Anyway.
Be responsible, Jason.
Jason.
I really want to see this. Anyway.
And see, I can't even say do what Lupin would do because he'd go to the theater.
Exactly. He'd wear plastic wrap and go to the theater. That's
exactly.
Which is
what I'm saying. Bubble Boy.
I'm willing to do this for this movie. I need a bubble.
Get one of those bubble hamster balls.
I need a bubble. I need a bubble. And hopefully
I'll push you.
Hopefully I don't kill myself. Anyway, Cass, Kat, you guys are up. What you got?
Okay, just a couple real quick. Warner Brothers has announced that they are doing a movie adaptation of the comic book Black. It is about a world in which only Black people can develop superpowers. If you're unfamiliar with this comic, it was originally created by Kwanzaa Osadebe. Jiffio. Hold on. I said Jiffio. Yeah, and Tim Smith III, who will also be serving as producers of the film. Basically, all we know so far is that it is about a young man who survives some kind of violent event, realizes that he has powers, and then is pursued by some kind of organization that is trying to control people with powers. We don't know much more than that. It was announced just a couple of days ago. The comic has been around for, I think, about 6 or 7 years after raising $90,000 on Kickstarter, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's basically all we know about that one. The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick is The Craft, the reboot / sequel / kind of in the same universe movie. It has Michelle Monaghan and David Duchovny in it. The iconic Fairuza Balk is not returning, but there's a picture of her in the trailer, like a picture of her in the trailer. But it seems to be following the same storyline, which is kind of odd. But like it's just not clear if this is a reboot or a sequel. But Zoe Lister-Jones is directing that one.
In your defense, they've actually labeled it as a sequel / reboot, which...
Oh,
okay.
There we go.
I mean, when I put the story on the page, I saw that. I'm like, okay, you can't tell me what it is. I'm not going to try to figure it out, but I'll probably watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good.
It does. Honestly, both of these movies seem really interesting to me.
I actually have a copy of the Black comic. I actually backed it on Kickstarter.
Nice.
It's good, especially, just given the source material. I really enjoyed it. So I
think the original creators being involved in the movie is a really good sign.
That always should be a thing. So I'm kind of excited for it. Oh boy, there's going to be some people not happy with this movie. I'm telling you right now.
Oh yeah.
And those people can piss off.
Yeah, they can go to hell. So anyway, yeah. I'll let you see the comic when you come over. I have it, so.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, I hope that doesn't spoil. Anyway, what's your next one? You said you had another one, or?
Those were my 2 movies that I wanted to talk about real quick.
Kat, anything for you?
Not on movies or TV.
Okay. I guess Bryce, you got anything else to add to movies or TV?
Yeah, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take out the guy with the 5 o'clock shadow, and I'm gonna kiss the girl. I'm gonna terminate the girl. I'll
How dare
terminate.
you say that about Kat?
You just do your part, and I'll do mine. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's a movie coming on Showtime. It's called Belushi. It's premiering November 22nd. Guys, the man only lived to be 33 years old, but by age 30, he had the #1 TV show with Saturday Night Live, the #1 comedy of all time with Animal House at the time, and he had the #1 record at the time with the Blues Brothers. You talk about a guy who lived fast and unfortunately didn't live to be past the age of 34. But I want to see this documentary about John Belushi. I was always fascinated by his comedic talents. I like to hear stories about, comedic artists. I especially like to know, what Dan Aykroyd and Lorne Michaels and his own brother, Jim Belushi, will have to say, and Chevy Chase. A lot of people have been interviewed for this, so I'm very interested to see this documentary that premieres November 22nd. Anybody else?
I was surprised to find that he was going to be in the first Ghostbusters.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That cast moved a lot while they were making the movie. If you watch also the Movies That Made Us, good series on Netflix, they go over everybody that was going to be in Ghostbusters. And Belushi's name was like one of the first ones that was out.
Do you know which character he was going to be?
I think he was supposed to play Venkman.
It's Dan Aykroyd's character?
No, that was Bill Murray's character.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Also, it's funny.
I actually kind of figured.
Yeah, it's funny, but Yeah, I was surprised to hear that, and I was like, wow. I wonder. It's kind of one of those what would have been, but I think he actually passed while everything was getting laid out for the movie. So he was, but I think he was set to actually star in the movie, and then tragedy happened. So yeah, I'll definitely watch this. I grew up on old Saturday Night Live, and of course things like Animal House. The few roles we got out of them. So of course I'm watching this about, especially if it's people like this says that everybody really liked him. So this, you might as well pull out the Kleenex. It's probably going to get pretty emotional. So
Yeah, because you're even going to have the late Penny Marshall commenting on John.
Oh.
So it's going to be interesting.
Oh.
so yeah, definitely on my watch list, man.
Good.
I think I got one more for movie and television. Cora, did you have anything for movie or television?
Nope. The rest of mine is
All right.
I have one that's like TV adjacent.
Well, let's talk about this and maybe schedule an intervention for Nicolas Cage. Look, this is more involved between us. So Nicolas Cage has been making some movies of sort these last few years. I've seen a lot of them on Walmart shelves, and I just kind of see his face on a DVD cover of a movie I don't recognize the title to. We were clear that he was in some legal issues with the IRS, the only people that the Joker is scared of, and who could defeat Batman. But anyway, so he's pretty much making every movie he can. But his latest movie, which will be coming to streaming from the people that brought you Kickboxer and not the good ones, he's making a movie called Jiu-Jitsu. Hold on. I have an image of the cover I found. I'm pretty not proud of this, but yeah. So Jiu-Jitsu, I have to read this plot to you. An alien comes to Earth every 6 years, basically looking for a fight. It is up to this main character who it's going to be the actual stuntman is the actor, which all props to stunt people. I love them dearly and they deserve their own Oscar, but they're not always the best actors. But Alain Moussi is the lead character, and somehow Nicolas Cage will play a character that teams up with him to battle this alien named Brax. The director said, after we successfully, and I'm going to use successfully in quotes, reintroduce the Kickboxer franchise to a new generation of martial arts fans with the 6th and 7th entries in the series, which, yeah. So
Wouldn't it have been better if they had invited
Oh my
Jean-Claude
Hold
Van
on.
Damme along for the ride and maybe some of the other Expendables?
So hold up. I didn't
Someday.
read this. I have more, and I'm going to try to read this with a straight face.
But
the
wait,
lead
there's more.
character, Jake McCall, is a combat vet who now works as an assistant wrestling coach for a small college. So there's your set right there. There's your cheap set. It's a high school that was closed during COVID, whose major claim is its wrestling team. He is married with a precious 5-year-old boy, and they live in a peaceful college town. Perfect for a combat vet. Anyway, but long ago, floating particles from outer space took forms in human brains and have controlled human bodies by altering memories. A violent world takeover now looms. An apocalyptic day has been set for over a century. The players in this multi-generational plan are known only to each other and only at certain times. So, okay, your effects budget is gone because it's just going to be humans who are inhabited by aliens. So there is only one thing that Jake McCall can use to save the world. Jiu-Jitsu.
No.
I'm about to take the
Mortal
one.
Kombat mixed with Stephanie Myers, the host.
This movie sounds... Is this going to be like Nicolas Cage not giving a crap acting? Because I will watch movies where he just clearly, I took a paycheck, I'm here to do this, let's go. Come on.
I mean, name me the last movie where he tried.
I don't know.
know
There's
how
so
you-
many to choose from. Go to Walmart. They're like $5 a piece, dude.
Are they going to put it out on any kind of service, or are they just going to put it straight in the backs of airplane seats under the free to watch section?
You'll find it on a bus bench. That's where it'll be distributed.
In the end of aisle displays in dollar stores.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm already making a call. Like Nicolas Cage will be like the biggest face on there, even though he's not the lead actor. So I don't know. This sounds so.
I did notice that on the poster you can't see the main character's face. You can just see his muscles, and I feel like they did that on purpose.
I don't know. Like a lot of stunt people, I think, are pretty good actors. Like they eventually get
Some are.
roles where they're not all of them, definitely not all of them. But I bet he can act. I bet that's the least of their problems.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Probably.
like with it, what I want is for them to start raising a huge stink next year when it doesn't get nominated for like Oscars. I want to see a B movie like that go hard on how it got snubbed.
I want to see a campaign for the Oscars that costs more than the movie itself.
So this will be our next bad movie night movie. We're all gonna watch this. I'm forcing you guys to watch this one.
I'm not watching a movie that bad for this show until you watch some of the properly good movies that
Give
we've
me
seen.
a list. I have nothing but time.
Until you watch The Greatest,
The Greatest
Showman.
Showman.
I'm not watching
Yeah.
a
No,
jitsu
I'm not
Nicolas
watching The
Cage
Greatest Showman.
movie.
Well, then we're not watching Nicolas Cage's
You
terrible movie.
You can't torture us and not let us quote unquote torture you. That's not
Okay.
how this works.
Bryce, have you seen The Greatest
Torture
Showman?
you with quality. Yes, he didn't like it very much.
Oh
I
crap!
saw
You've
The
actually
Greatest
seen it?
Showman. I've seen The Greatest Showman, and I would rather watch The Great Escape with Steve McQueen and a host of other movies.
It's supposed to be one of the best movies ever in a bad way.
I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't want to watch a musical. Ugh, no. Anyway,
Yeah, music.
so
is
if
just
I watch The Greatest Showman, y'all will watch this stinker with me.
Yes, absolutely, without
What-
question.
Okay, I'm devious. I will admit this right now. What do I have
No,
to do to
proof.
prove it?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do I prove it that I watched it? Because I mean, here's me lying. Hey guys, I watched it. There.
We'll ask you
Oh, yeah.
questions specifically
Oh
about
God,
the
there's
movie.
gonna be a quiz. Okay.
Mini
I'm gonna
quiz, yes.
I'm going to FaceTime you at random points when you say that you're watching it.
You're gonna have to stream yourself watching it.
Yep.
Oh, that's just.
You can
I
just
have a
stream it to us.
question.
It's fine.
Anyway, so yeah.
I have a question about jujitsu.
Oh, please go ahead.
Does Nick Cage's character near the end of the film, in the exciting finale, somehow save the day, like Harlequin did in Suicide Squad by picking up Katana's sword and doing what Katana should have done to save the day?
Oh no, he's gonna die on screen.
Okay.
Why
Okay.
else would you point out this kid?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's going to look like Meryl Streep in Sophie's Choice. He's just flailing all over the place.
I'll do you one better. I'll watch Greatest Showman and I'll give it a review. Like a late nobody.
I want you to do that.
I don't know.
But
Just
maybe.
to prove I watched it, I'll review it.
Okay.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, that'll be my proof. I can't do cliff notes on that, but anything to get y'all to watch this crap fest.
This terrible movie.
Yeah. If that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. So there, boom. All right.
Oh, by the way, Ghost Rider's coming back to Netflix.
Huh? What?
Speaking of which, Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider is coming back to Netflix.
Oh man.
Just in case you needed a refresher on his acting.
What Disney didn't want that one? Oh, by the way, you can buy the rights to Ghost Rider. We're good. we're good with
Please
it.
take
You,
it.
you keep that one. All right. Okay. Who's up? I think Cora's up.
All right, who's ready for some video games?
Yay.
Now, I'm just going to preface this with, man, have I drank the salty tears of angry nerds on Twitter all day about this one. Oh, their hate fuels me. So today, Nintendo announced a new character for Super Smash Bros. And that character is Minecraft Steve. And I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. I say I wish. I don't want a kid. I love every minute of this. Now, this is something that has been rumored for over a year and a half. So for some people that knew that rumor, it didn't come as too much of a shock. I was taken completely off guard, but in a good way. I love it. I just love it. What we got from the trailer is that there will probably be the different skins for Steve will be some of the different characters that are in the story mode for Minecraft. It looks like we may get some new stages, some Minecraft music. You know, they always have the music when they introduce character packs like this. This is all speculative, though. We don't have any concrete evidence, or I should say evidence, concrete information on what will be included in his character pack and what his moveset is going to look like. That will all happen on October 3rd. So all we can really do is look at the trailer and realize that Minecraft is now in the same universe as the Nintendo universe, and that Sonic can kick Mario so hard that he flies into the Minecraft universe.
Yeah.
I love the trailer.
Me too.
I love.
I gotta. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, there was a meme of Steve in the doorway with the light, and somebody did the "Are you winning, son?" So I should have gotten that meme, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people were upset. I'm like, there's nothing to get upset by just yet. So it's just another
I
character in
have
Smash.
to ask why.
I don't know. Somebody said there's always going to be a camp of people that want their character in Smash Brothers, and when another is announced that is not their character, they mad.
Yep, and I do appreciate Sakurai actually addressed that right after the reveal trailer, and with every Smash announcement, he's more and more done with this fandom, and I love it so much. Because he's sitting there like, is it time? Okay, listen here, you fucks. And that's exactly his, like, that's like his energy. I love it.
So he's
He's
going
like,
to be the second fighter in the new Fighter Pass Volume 2.
yes. Yes.
So, cool.
But Sakurai mentioned that, you know, we can't always put characters in. It's not like we pick random characters from a hat or our favorites. We have a lot of other factors that we think about, and sometimes we just can't implement characters. And apparently Nintendo just really wanted Minecraft, and his response is still one of my favorites. He's like, do they know what goes into this? Do they think the programming just happens like magic? I guess they do. Because
well, this is also where the lawyers come back and say, we got the deal finalized. You got Steve.
yeah, well, like Sakurai was like, no, we can't do it. Or at first, and then they're like, can you do it? Can you do it? And then he's like, and it's impossible. And he was saying that it's impossible. So of course I said yes. And he just looked so very done. So I guess we will see everything on Saturday. I'm really excited. I don't play Smash really, so I don't see too much of a big deal.
I think I'm in that camp. I'm gonna boycott until Genji is in.
It was
Super
Tracer
Smash
who
Brothers.
was rumored for today.
Yeah.
She was one of the bigger rumors.
Oh no, I'm willing to bet Tracer's gonna be the next one. Watch.
I mean, I don't really care that much. I don't play Smash. Like, you know, I'm all about Overwatch, but I don't play Smash. I'm not big into Smash culture. So, like, I think it's funny that it broke Twitter. The announcement broke Twitter for a while.
Yeah, Twitter was literally down.
Now, Twitter's
Yeah.
broken, period. So stop banning me for using the F-bomb, Twitter.
Also,
No.
I would like to point out
Genji or
all of
bust.
No, you're all wrong. The next character that's going to be announced is definitely going to be a Suikoden character. I mean, it's
Totally.
written.
Absolutely.
It's right there.
Yeah.
You
Broadcast
and 5 other
obvious.
people will be so happy.
No, the next one will be the white Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That, yeah.
Crash Bandicoot.
Kratos.
It makes sense. So.
Oh, I thought we were
Sony ain't
just
playing
throwing
anybody.
names out there.
Okay.
Kratos.
All right, moving back. Okay, I know Cat Cast, you guys got some more video game news for us, so hit me.
I don't have any video.
Oh, okay. Dr. Disrespect was all over streams the last couple days. He's
Ooh.
alleging that the whole Twitch ban thing that happened is both in legal status, which is why he can't talk about it, and also alleged that it had something to do with salary. Basically, somebody compared him to Master Chief from Halo in some form, and he kind of ran with the allegory and said, like, what if they don't want to pay Master Chief's salary? And instead they want new characters, whatever. But he said he can't talk because there's a process we just have to go through, which indicates a legal battle. Also, I was fascinated in that same article to hear that there's a TV series being made about the character Dr. Disrespect. I don't know anything about it beyond that. It was just mentioned kind of in passing, like, obviously you know that there's a TV series about this guy.
Totally.
I was like, yeah, okay. CD Projekt Red is in crunch time with the schedule for Cyberpunk. And the thing that's most significant about this is that they had asserted over and over that they weren't going to go into crunch time. It's a little bit disappointing to see it. He did say they're well compensated for every extra hour. They're not working 7-day weeks. They asked them to work 6-day weeks. Excuse me. And they're still adhering to Polish labor laws, which are apparently pretty strict, and 10% of the annual profit is split among the CD Projekt Red team. So all of that is good. What's kind of disappointing to me was in the statement he said, like, well, we weren't going to do it, but we'd exhausted all the other resources. And I was like, that's how everyone does it. That's what crunch time is.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're keeping good awareness. It's no, at this point, talk of like 100-hour work weeks or anything insane. But yeah, you got to do better. Got to outsource stuff or bring extra people in or just plan to be behind better. Like,
Yeah.
But that's where they are trying
Or
to get
just
that out.
move your project 5 times.
I mean,
Don't do that.
they gave us a little teaser here with Keanu, getting in a car. Since they really didn't have a lot of, not a lot else, just Keanu getting in a car, which, it's Keanu. That's actually pretty satisfying.
Very excited to see him get into a car.
Yep. That's we'll see. They haven't moved the date yet. And just a quick hit, Pete Vlastelica has stepped down as the Overwatch League commissioner. He was only in there for like 17 months or something. Nate Nanzer stepped down last year to go work with Epic. And it's a little surprising to see based on the fact that they haven't done the finals yet. You would typically expect them to wait till after the finals. Blizzard did not say whether they asked him to step down or not, but they did thank him for his service, and I think he's staying at Blizzard at this time. Also, London Spitfire, unsurprisingly, is dumping its entire roster again.
Jesus Christ. What?
Yeah, this is the 3rd season. They dumped their entire roster at the beginning of this year. Their new roster did not perform so well throughout the season. I mean, they were facing all Korean teams for the most part. They were all Korean as well, but it just didn't do great. They never really got it together.
Does the commissioner think, does it make you nervous about the future of Overwatch League, or do you think it's just a thing?
I don't care about the commissioner. I don't think that. I think that next year is such a. Who knows where we'll be as a society, and their whole like live models kind of flawed anyway. I think whoever had it had a big job. I don't think he got a chance to shine as commissioner ever. I don't know if he would have in the next season. So I don't really care. I don't think we ever got to see him show his work per se.
Okay.
Well, funny you should mention Epic because,
Mhm.
oh boy. Well, so we had their whole thing that happened with them kind of bypassing Google and Apple for their pay system for the Fortnite mobile game and, well, buying the in-game currency. Well, the legal stuff that we knew was coming has started. Epic asked for an injunction against specifically Apple's decision to remove Fortnite from their store. Now, they did not get a ruling on that request. Instead, the judge yelled at them. Well, I wouldn't say yelled at, but she sternly admonished them. Yvonne Gonzalez Rogers was very critical of them and even used these words. First of all, she said the company was not honest when it released the update that enabled the users to bypass Apple's payment system. Her exact words, "You did something. You lied about it by omission, by not being forthcoming. That's a security issue." And she repeated it, that's a security issue. There are a lot of people in public who consider you guys heroes for what you did, but it's still not honest. So I would go ahead and just say that injunction ain't gonna happen. In fact, look, everybody loves Fortnite, and I'm pretty sure they did think that we were gonna come out on the other side of this looking like we're for our users. We're for the little guy. No, it's still money going into your pocket. And you didn't want to give somebody their cut of the pie. So this is not looking good for them already. I'm pretty sure, your first couple of days on a case and the judge tells you something like this, you're like, man, this is not going to go well.
This ain't gonna happen.
No. So we'll keep you updated with how much money they're paying. I mean, when they lose. I mean, how the proceedings go from here on. But
It's a mystery.
already, the tone seems to have been set. Good luck.
Well, their case was like hilarious in the beginning because they were saying they were losing on publicity, that they weren't getting their game out there and blah, 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 because it wasn't in the App Store anymore. And already there had been legal professionals that had been like, you're trying to generate buzz right now with what you're saying. I'm gonna make you were already on the down slope.
Pretty
I'm going to prove
transparent.
them wrong right now in this proceeding. Hey, Bryson, do you know what Fortnite is?
Yes.
Do you play Fortnite?
No, but I've been tempted by it. I've been tempted.
I mean, I play it, but mainly just to troll my son. So,
And if Bryce knows what it is, and it's a video game.
Cass, he actually caught me, and he actually caught me.
Podcast alternate head, so I know about the toys.
Yeah, so he knows what Fortnite is and some of the licensing. Okay, so that argument is going to really not work for Epic. Also,
It's just
Cass,
really sad to hear that somebody plays Fortnite to troll.
I only do it to troll a family member, and it's out of love.
A child.
It's sad. I don't think there were any trolls in Fortnite.
So here's how I got busted.
He caught you.
I killed him, and y'all know the structure of my house. So he walked back here, and I didn't notice him until he was already back here. And then I just hear, "Are you playing Fortnite? Crap. You killed me." Oh, it was not good. Because I'm laughing. Because I still finished the round. But he came back here to use the bathroom that was back here. And I'm busted. So
Please tell me at least once you stream sniped him.
Oh God.
or whatever that version of it is.
I mean, I've sniped him multiple times. Like I understand. This one of them times as a father, you understand why your child is angry at you, and you are not in the right. He wouldn't told on me. He told my wife on me, and now he doesn't
You are
want to play
a
Fortnite
grown
anymore.
man.
He doesn't want to play. Well, he hasn't played since the revelation happened, and now he's like, I know that's because. Yeah, I played on a different account. So now he knows like all the times. And I stalked him to find him and murder him. So, yeah. I don't want to be
poor
judged.
son.
Huh?
Your poor son with low self-esteem issues with regards to his ability to play video games at a high level.
No, that's the thing. He got me
Yeah,
sometimes.
he should develop those naturally by being bad at video games.
Well, no, to his credit,
That's what I did.
I didn't get him every time. He got me sometimes. So,
Okay.
it's even. Not all the way even, but slightly even. So, anyway, we are like 14 minutes over. I didn't even notice we've been having such a good time here. Oh, boy. Bryce, give me a story, man. I'm sorry, dude.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, go brush your circuits and go to bed.
What the hell? Oh, Lord.
You created this, Jason.
They're not there.
By your command.
I'm sorry I gave him the screen for that too. So I'm sorry.
It's on you.
Yeah. You got one more, man.
We got one more. Stuck in a Closet with Vanna White. Trigger happy. I can't watch this. These are all songs written by a great songwriter who has written a new song about a debate that was on this week. And the song is called We're All Doomed. Is back, and if you haven't seen the video that he made for this 2020 hellscape we're in, you need to go watch it because Weird is right on point with this video. Have you seen it, guys?
It's amazing.
Not yet.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna watch it
amazing.
tomorrow.
Technically, it's really impressive.
It is.
This is Weird Al. Of course it is.
No, like on a different level.
Yes.
Really?
Kat's right. Tell him why, Kat.
He used autotune to put their statements in the debate as lyrics.
Yes.
He rhymed a lot of stuff that wouldn't have rhymed if he didn't remix it. Like, it's impressive. He put a tune to their
2
words.
days ago.
I was
He's a
blown away
beast.
technically by what he did. Like, I know that he's a very astute musician.
Oh, yeah.
I know that he does really killer impressions. I love his polka jams. I know that he understands like music technically on a level that I don't, and I appreciate that. But this requires specific skill sets, even if you have like somebody to help you with it.
Yeah, he told them to freestyle. That was his command during the song, and then they started the auto tune and everything. And Biden and Trump, I mean, it was phenomenal.
I'm gonna watch this immediately after we finish the show.
I was going to anyway. I was going to turn it on and be like, watch this.
I mean, I can't say enough about Weird Al. The man plays like every instrument out there. We've seen his lyrical proficiency. And any artist that he makes a song like his, version, they usually consider that as I've made it as an artist, that Weird Al wants to spoof my song.
There was
I can't
a whole
believe this-
30 Rock episode about that
Yeah.
because she got mad that he made a parody of her song and then they were telling her it was an honor. So then she made a bad song on purpose to see if he would parody that. And he parodied it with a song about the troops and how amazing they were. So he made the heartfelt song parodying her song about eating pizza. It was amazing. It's a good
I
episode.
haven't seen that.
Right now, just let's look at Chameleonaire and Riding Dirty to Weird Al's White and Nerdy. Which song had more staying power? Look,
Stunning.
I'm just saying. Plus,
I mean,
there
there
was
wa-
Peel a shot in that show in that video too.
Only
I'm-
one of those songs was played in my high school chemistry class because my teacher loved it so much.
Nice.
I knew the words to Amish Paradise before I ever heard the song Gangster's Paradise.
That happens. I mean, the man is a musical genius who is not appreciated enough. And yes, as soon as we're done here, I'm going to watch We're All
You
Doomed.
should. He blew me away. This is a new skill set, I think, that we hadn't
Wow.
seen.
Well,
Hey, nerds, I have seen Weird Al in concert only once.
Have you
When
really?
It was worth every
yes.
penny that I spent on that concert ticket, and it was worth every long wait. I don't. It was at least half an hour to get out of that parking lot after that show was over. But I sat close enough to witness the brilliance of the man, and I'm so glad I went and saw him in his heyday. I mean, not that he's not great now. Obviously, he still is. But I saw him.
I'd still go
over
see a
20
Weird
years
Al show.
ago. And I just want to tell you as well that Mark Hamill himself on Twitter stated that the debate was the worst thing I've ever seen, and I was in the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Which, like, that came out after, and then Jeremy Slater said it was the worst thing he'd ever seen, and he wrote the Fantastic Four, and everyone started comparing it to the worst projects that they'd ever done, and it was very magical.
I need to go find that tag. But definitely gonna go watch. I've seen Weird Al in concert twice, and honestly, and I paid for good seats, and I wasn't even mad about the price. Like normally, I'm like, damn service fees and all this crap. Weird Al, click, and they're done.
I was gonna get her tickets for Christmas one year, but they were like $100, and I just wasn't spending that much on her Christmas present.
That stands.
Weird
Like,
Al is the
I would have
gift.
had to buy two.
Yeah.
He is the gift that keeps on giving. So
Yes, he is.
So,
Long live Weird Al.
so
Yes.
I'm definitely going to watch that, and yeah, give us another album. So anyway, okay, we better end it because we are way over. We were having fun. Unless somebody has one more thing they want to get in real quick.
I have one more thing I want to say real quick.
Go ahead, hit it.
All right. In the same vein of music, actually, Japanese band Bump of Chicken, which is they are known for the anime opening and the game opening for Tales of the Abyss. They've done music for the One Piece movie Dead End no Boken, and they also wrote a song dedicated to Rei from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Released a song this week with a accompanying music video paying tribute to the Pokemon series. It is so beautiful. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I cried a little bit
Oh,
because it felt like the art style in it and the way that it's animated is very stylized and very interesting. I love it. And they touch on each generation, even if it's just a little. And so throughout the whole thing, you see something that you recognize from the Pokemon games or the Pokemon shows that you watched as a kid. And it's the whole thing is just a giant love letter to the Pokemon series. It's so good. Just look up Bump of Chicken on YouTube. It should probably be like the first video that pops up. If it's not, the song is called Acacia, I believe it is. Akakia.
but you know what you could do? You could
Huh.
just go ahead and put a link to that on our social media page over at facebook.com/SCNS Live.
I will do that after the show then.
Plug. And Bryce, maybe you could put "We're all gonna die." I'm sorry, that's what I say. We're all doomed over on our Facebook page. And you can also follow us at Twitter and Instagram at SCNS Live. So, but if you want to follow us all personally, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JasonTheX. Cora, where can he find you?
All right. If you want to follow me for my artwork and or Suikoden ramblings, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at CorodonoArt. If you want to follow me for Final Fantasy related things, then you can find me on Twitter at chaotic_noodle.
Cat and Cass.
Go ahead. Just no. Okay. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at The Good Casts. I think that's it. Yeah.
Find me on Instagram at Twitter and Twitter at BetterCat. And you can find me on Twitter with Cass drawing ridiculous cartoons of things that esports shoutcasters say at Doa Drawings.
Brycer.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Bryce Culver. You can also find my toy page. It is called Trapdoor Toys on Instagram. So check that out.
All right. Well, guys, that is our show. We were certainly having fun and kind of let time get away from us. So I think it was a good show, though. We will be back next week for more nerdetry and humor from everything that happened throughout the week. But guys, as we always say around here, keep on
nerding.
We'll see you next week.
Nerd. It up.